you can take. Can't resistance, gonna watch them fall. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin.
With path to victory in the rearview mirror and the official beginning of the Grand Slam season, we welcome you tonight to Millennium 43. I'm Bradley James at your service for this evening as we get set dead down the line to the Grand Slam. With only one stop remaining at final hour in 3 weeks' time, we welcome you tonight as the official beginnings and the official starting line of Grand Slam season is kicked into high gear right here tonight. And with a lot on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen, it is gonna be really interesting to see where we go from here. And we're not wasting any time, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to be introduced, as we get set to be joined by the man who is still your Millennium Champion. After a hard-fought submission match against Ranma Satobe, Midoriya Izuku is now still your Millennium Champion tonight. And he walks in tonight feeling proud of himself, knowing for a damn fact that he managed to face off against nearly insurmountable odds, especially given the fact it was a match he has no experience in. And he still managed to make Ranma Satobe tap out. So now the question is, ladies and gentlemen, what does the future hold for Midoriya and the Millennium Championship? Well, it looks like we're going to find out a little bit more about that tonight as Midoriya is taking the stage. And oh my god! What the hell is Squirrel Leonard doing? I was just gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, seems as though Midoriya has basically just throwing out some kind of a gauntlet going forward for the Grand Slam, but Squall Leonhardt out here is basically, I think, taking offense to that. Ladies and gentlemen, Squall Leonhardt did place pretty well in the Path to Victory match, but considering the fact that he was a former Millennium Champion earlier this year as well, which I think a lot of people, including Midoriya, seemingly have forgotten about, dude hasn't brought in for his rematch yet, so perhaps that could be what he's going to be talking about. I mean, Midoriya did say he was going to walk into his third Grand Slam as a champion, so maybe Squall's taking offense to that in a sense. And ladies and gentlemen, Squall Leonhardt making his intentions known that he does indeed want that rematch he's been owed, and he wants it against Midoriya Izuku at Final Hour to decide who really will walk into the Grand Slam with that Millennium belt. But ladies and gentlemen, that blockbuster announcement for the Millennium title at Final Hour is one thing, but we're starting off the night properly with singles action right here tonight, as Vamp, one member of Outer Heaven, is led to the ring alongside Liquid Snake. And as you can see right here and now, we're going to be setting it up for some singles action as Vamp, someone who was rightfully screwed at the Path to Victory match between both members of the Outlaws from Spiral on Prime, basically screwed Vamp out of a big match that night. Oh no. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the dominating force who nearly won the whole thing, but he was unable up against Nekomaru, the eventual winner of the Path to Victory match from Prime, who managed to win that night. And now, as you're seeing right now, Yamato no Orochi has arrived here tonight for singles action. And this imposing force in the leader of the Orochi clan, a former ACL World Champion and the man that walked in last year as the ACL World Champion. For all intents and purposes, he nearly walked into that match. He walked into Path to Victory last night and he nearly dominated the whole thing. He nearly won the whole thing. But tonight, you can definitely tell on the look on the face of this imposing force that he is not too pleased at the fact that he did not manage to get that title match on that night. And if we know anything about the Orochi clan and Orochi himself, it's that over time, they will eventually get their way. But ladies and gentlemen, we're starting it off with these two to start off for this evening. Orochi versus Vamp, and the bells would rung and the match is underway. And Orochi immediately dominating over Vamp here tonight to start it off. Immediately with an imposing and towering force over Orochi here tonight, over Vamp here tonight, and just assaulting him just like that. Bare knuckle bruising him at the temple there, but Vamp powering out of it. I mean, it has been a hot minute since we have seen members of Outer Heaven here on ACL as of late. I mean, ever since they were drafted as part of the brand split just last year, things haven't necessarily been going well for Outer Heaven ever since last year. I mean, Liquid Snake unfortunately did not manage to get the Millennium Championship when he was drafted, and ever since then, Vamp also had a shot last year as well. Alongside that as well, it hasn't necessarily been the best of times for the Orochi clan, given factors as well. I mean, their only recent victory was up against Team Garo back at Maximum Impact. And ever since then, it's been pretty up and down for both of these teams. So you can definitely tell that both men, well, as much as you can call a towering monster of a beast known as in Orochi a man in a sense, but the fact of the matter is, these two men are basically just wanting to get a huge win here tonight because, damn it, one of these teams needs it more than anything else. So considering everything that we're looking at right now, Orochi dominating over Vamp to start it on over for tonight. Dominating over Vamp for the word go and just shoving him down. I mean, this is the towering, monstrous force that managed to completely dominate last year on the Pride brand. And while that same dominance has yet to be seen here on Millennium, you can definitely tell that the same dark cloud of evil that he brought over Prime has just been freshened over the course of a year. And while they have been playing in the shadows, they've been making their ploys in shadows over the course of this season. You can definitely tell on the look on the face of Orochi and the dominance between himself, Geese, and Rugal, that same darkness, that same level of malevolent evil, oh Jesus, is being shown worse than ever. And oh Jesus Christ, Vamp getting choked out and then just punched right in the gut. Orochi mercilessly beating down, but Vamp is still fighting back after everything. And when they attempted to pick him up, choke bomb! One-handed choke bomb right there by Vamp. Now Vamp looking to steal Orochi away, picking him up, putting him in place for a crucifix power bomb. Hits the mark! Now going for that pin onto Orochi. One. Only a damn one count. Only a one count. But Orochi is already back up and he's already pissed. He's incensed and he's going back to the well. He's assaulting Vamp just like that. Assaulting and wearing him down with a spine buster. And now dragging him to the center of the ring now, picking him up. And oh no, Vamp reversing out of it. And now trying to pick him up for no DDT, reversed him just like that. And now picking him up again. And oh my god, bear hugging Vamp, just crushing his chest between his arms. And just viciously assaulting him with those arms and all. Jesus Christ, letting him go just like that. Giving him no signs of mercy there at all. And dragging him away. And now picking up Vamp. And now just waiting for Vamp to get up. Picking him up and setting him up here. And oh my god, origin of the mind! Origin of the mind, right onto Vamp, just like that, setting him right back down. And I think that might be it for Vamp. 1, 2, And Vamp is still kicking out after everything that he's been through in this match already. And now Vamp getting back up, reversing the assault by Orochi. And now Vamp picking up Orochi, now setting him up for a single-armed choke bomb right onto Orochi now. Dragging him to the center of the ring, looking to put Orochi away with no! Crucifix powerbomb denied. And now both men going back and forth on each other. Vamp still fighting back. Vamp still trying his best to fight back after everything. Now Vamp trying to pick him up again, but no! Orochi not allowing it to. No! Vamp catching Orochi with that knee. And now Waving Scoop slamming him up and power slam setting him down. I'll put it bluntly, Vamp is now finally in control for the first time in this match, all night in this match. And now picking him up, going for that crucifix for a second time. And now putting him into place, looking to set him down. Crucifix hits the mark. And you have to wonder, is 2 crucifixes enough to settle Vamp down for the count? 1, 2... No! Wait a minute. Vamp, Orochi's back up. Vamp's still trying to fight back against it now. Vamp's still trying to fight and settle him down. And wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Clothesline right there by Vamp. Vamp's still trying to wear down Orochi here. But I think Orochi still trying to power out of it at this point. And wait a minute, Orochi's getting back up to his feet. Knee elbowing at the back, elbowing at the chest there. And oh my God. Oh Jesus. Picking him up and oh my God. Reverse choke slam right at the back of the head. And oh my God. 1, 2, 3. A reverse origin of the mind at the back of the neck. Settling him face first down onto the mat. And just choking him as he managed to set him down. And Vamp, he fought valiantly, but Vamp could not beat the powerful Orochi right here tonight. Not many can say that they can beat Orochi considering his imposing force. The list of people that managed to beat Orochi are slim and none, and you can count them on one hand. And tonight, Vamp does not join that group. But he put up a damn good fight, if that.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You're here to lose or here to win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent you and go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back here on Millennium, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for our next matchup of the evening. As we as one of the men who made his return earlier this season is now back up in here after an unfortunate showing at Path to Victory, getting eliminated by Gunnar Tanaka not that far into the match. Paul Phoenix right here tonight, making his mark right here tonight, I should be saying. Sorry about that. But making his mark right here tonight as he gets set for a big singles opportunity going up in here tonight. And like I said before, his performance at Path to Victory wasn't exactly the best. And hey, wait a minute! Oh, wait a minute! Here comes Nekomaru Nidai! Nekomaru Nidai coming down, eyeing down at Paul Phoenix there, and he looks pissed! Oh man, Nidai is rightfully pissed after what happened back at Path to Victory. He got screwed over 2 times that night, given what happened. First off, he got screwed by the Mad Dragons in the match against Nekomaru to start the night, and then if that wasn't enough, he then got screwed over by Fuyahiko Kuzuryu at the end of the night as well during Path to Victory in his dominant matchup right there. And now Paul's in the ring. Nidai ain't looking too happy, and he's looking over at Paul Phoenix now, having ambushed him before his match. And oh Jesus, oh God, picking him up, package pile driver, oh! Setting him down with that package pile driver. And he's incensed, he is just absolutely pissed, and he's taking it out on whoever he can find here tonight. And it's just unlucky that Paul Phoenix happened to be his target, Despair Bomb! Paul Phoenix getting a package pile driver and a Despair Bomb for his troubles. And it looks as though that Nidai is not done. He is far from done, but he has got looks like he's a man with a lot on his mind. And he's calling for a mic, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like we're about to hear from him right here. And ladies and gentlemen, he's not wasting any more time. He wants Fuyahiko Kuzuryu out here right now, and oh, here he comes. Here comes the ultimate Yakuza. And ladies and gentlemen, Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu blatantly telling Nidai if he wants him at the Grand Slam, he's gonna have to go through the Mad Dragons in a handicap match first off. So at Final Hour, I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing Nekomaru Nidai versus... We're gonna be seeing Nekomaru Nidai versus the Mad Dragons in a handicap match. And if Nidai can win that, he'll get Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu at the Grand Slam. So that right there could be a huge match for Nidai, especially given the fact about what is at stake. And especially given the fact that he's obviously been wanting to get his hands on all three of those people, on all three of those men at the same time for a damn long time. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, going up to our next contest of the evening. Pitch already in the ring, we're getting set for Lioness action, and, well, I'm being told this is for the #1 contendership for the Solar Star Championship. Winner of this match will face off against the new Solar Star champion Misaka Mikoto in her first defense at Final Hour. And Pidge, already in the ring, has already had definitely a bit of an up and down year ever since splitting from Keith. Still an affiliate of the legendary Defenders, but ladies and gentlemen, being a part of the Lioness division, or the representative for the Lioness division, has definitely taken its toll on Pidge. This woman, on the other hand, Yukiko, has basically had one interesting year. Ever since she returned at the top of the year after not being seen for a damn long time. Ever since the last few months of last year, when she was brazenly assaulted by Satsuki Kiryuin. And now, ever since her return, she's seemingly just made a... Oh! Jesus! As I was about to say, she's made a complete 180 in terms of her attitude ever since returning. And ever since coming back earlier this season, she has more or less just had a complete 180 in terms of her attitude and in terms of how she is presenting herself. And to be honest, it's a bit disgusting. But nevertheless, all are underway. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, winner of this match will face off against new Solar Star champion Misaka Mikoto at Final Hour. And the big implication of that match, obviously, is that the winner of that match will face off, will go to the Grand Slam as ACL's Lioness Solar Star champion. And what I think is even bigger than that, it's the 1-year anniversary from when that title was first made. And out of the 4 women that were involved in that match, only 2 have become Solar Star champion ever since that night. Those 2 women are the inaugural champion Max Caulfield and the current champion Misaka Mikoto. Granted, whoever wins tonight could easily dethrone Misaka Mikoto before her reign ever truly begins. But as we've seen over the past few months, Misaka Mikoto, who came in last season as one of the big entries for the Lioness division last season, and one of ACL's biggest acquisitions last season, has finally shown her stripes this year and has finally managed to showcase what she is all about. So for any one of these women facing off against Misaka Mikoto after the season that she's had to this point would definitely be a big time opportunity for them. As you can see, though, Yukiko is definitely in trouble. Pidge taking advantage right here in this matchup, but of course, no! Pidge getting reversed just like that. Yukiko taking the full advantage right here onto Pidge. And we have it, Pidge, jawbreaker reversal right there onto Yukiko, and a forearm smash as well. Now picking up Yukiko, sending her off to the ropes now, and setting her up, ducking down, and now, oh! Inzaguri setting down Yukiko, oh! Super kick hitting the target. Super kick hitting the target square in the face, right onto Yukiko, And Pidge twisting neck breaker right there onto Yukiko. And now setting herself up to the top of the rope now. What on earth does she have in store now? Frog splash right there. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Only a 2 count right there onto Yukiko, and Yukiko gets out the way. And now Paige reversing out of it now. And wait a minute, no, Yukiko, no, reversing it and catching Paige just like that. And now looking to make her hurt and suffer, sending her into the corner now, getting the run up, and the Conquer Buster! Conquer Buster right there onto Paige, and oh! Uppercut right there onto Paige, setting her down. And now, wait a minute, setting her up, and a snap suplex right onto Paige. Picking her up now. Wait a minute. No, Paige reversing out of it. Arm drag, setting Yukiko back down to the mat. And wait a minute. Paige setting her up. Wait a minute. No! Roll up! Roll up by Yukiko. 1. No! Only getting a 1 count onto Paige. And now blatantly begging for Paige to get back in. Begging for... Oh! Punching her now. She's almost taking almost sadomasochistic pleasure. Taking almost sadomasochistic pleasure in harming Paige in this match. Almost loving the fact that she is able to just brazenly assault any one of these women and just assault and take them down, but Paige ain't allowing it. But setting her up for a sliced bread right into a neck breaker. Now picking up Yukiko now. Paige going for the assault. Paige going for that combination of strikes, and wait a minute. Schoolboy right into that Pele kick, and now Paige sending Yukiko up. And now Yukiko being set up right there. Oh my god, the Lord Dart! Lord Dart setting Yukiko down. And now Paige setting it up. Green Lion Roar right there onto Yukiko, and that could be it. This could take Paige right to the final hour too. No! Only a 2 count right there onto Yukiko, and now stomping her down. And now, no, Yukiko catching the leg. Now Yukiko set, getting back up now. Paige getting settled up again. And now Irish whipping her into the ropes again. Once again hitting her with that Conquer Buster. Setting her up into that corner, and all just with the punches and flurries of strikes right onto Paige there. Stomping her down. And Paige still fighting back as much as she possibly can. Still fighting back. So Jesus H. Christ, considering everything that we are seeing right now, considering everything that we are looking at, given everything that's going on. Oh! Side slam right there. And now Paige! Setting it down with a sliding elbow drop, and no! Springboard moonsault denied. Now Yukiko going up top. Paige throwing her back down onto the mat. Stomping back down, and the sliding elbow drop right onto Yukiko now. And Yukiko not happy with that one bit. Jawbreaker onto Paige. Paige still reversing it, sending Yukiko right into the corner now. Yukiko not allowing it for even a second. No, Paige continuing to catch it. And no! Throwing her right onto the ropes that time. And now, it's still looking like anyone's game at this point. But Yukiko could be about to finish it right here and now. Setting it up right here. Clipped wings right there onto Paige. And that could be what Yukiko needs. Oh, wait a minute. She's looking to add insult to injury, going up top now. Right there from the clipped wings. Right into the blooming flame. Clipped wings right into a blooming flame. Right there on to Paige. And is that going to be it for Paige right here? 1, 2, 3. And Yukiko will go and beat Misaka Mikoto at Final Hour for the Solar Star Championship. And in her first defense of the belt, I get the feeling that Misaka Mikoto's reign as Solar Star Champion may already be in danger, considering who she has to face off against in her first defense of the belt. And I mean, with the dominant run that Yukiko has been on over the past year, and with the display that she showcased right here tonight, could we already be seeing the woman who's going to walk into the Grand Slam with the Solar Star title? Or will Misaka Mikoto be able to pull out another miracle in 3 weeks' time? Welcome back to Millennium, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for your main event of the evening. As one man that set himself big in the Pop to Victory match just last week, Jax Briggs, coming in here tonight and facing off against a man who will face off against Midoriya Izuku for the Millennium Championship at Final Hour, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight, Midoriya will need to be looking on at this match, because tonight Squall Leonhardt is going to be looking to prove that he is indeed ready to get his Millennium Championship back, and he's going to be making an example out of one half of Triple M in Jackson Briggs. Jackson Briggs, who came in middle of the season following the draft alongside his partner in Barrett Wallace, in a very interesting trade between Millennium and Prime, tonight is looking to set an example out of Squall Leonhardt before he can even face off against Midoriya Izuku in 3 weeks' time for that Millennium title, and set himself as a big contender for the belt going forward. Because everyone on the roster is going to be gunning for that belt going into the next few weeks, and that is for a damn good reason. But speaking of the man who will face off against him at Final Hour, it is the man that walked into this season with the belt earlier this year. It's the Lionheart. It's Squall Leonhardt. Squall Leonhardt, who won the title at last year's Grand Slam, could be looking to walk into the Grand Slam with that belt. All he needs to do is just beat Midoriya here. At Final Hour. But tonight, he's got his eyes directly set on Jackson Briggs as his opponent right here tonight, and to make a clear-cut statement going forward that after everything that goes on, he is going to be ready to take that belt from him. Jax eyeing down at Squall now. Squall just readying himself, and both men, Bella's been wrong, and Jax immediately, for the word go, immediately going right after him, and Jax basically assaulting Squall, but Squall not taking and not allowing Jax to get the better of him, twisting neckbreaker right there onto Jax. I mean, Squall definitely does have the size, power, and strength disadvantage, especially considering what a massive beast Jackson Briggs is. So he's definitely got an uphill battle right here tonight. But that, in my personal opinion, is only going to make Squall even more hungry and even more willing to showcase himself as ready for anything and anyone. But you can definitely tell that Squall is ready. Wait, Jax getting reversed out of it just like that. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ, belly to back suplex. Setting down Squall and now picking him up. But wait a minute, setting him down. Squall immediately going right after Jax again. But no, Jax catching the big boot again. And Jax setting up, elbow to the head right there by Squall. Squall, ever since he came to the Millennium brand, has basically just been able to showcase his talents every single time he steps into those ropes. And tonight is definitely no exception to that rule. Because as we're seeing right here, right now, even with the disadvantages on his side, he is still managing to pull out one hell of an assault right here on Jax. And a backside suplex right there onto Jax just showcases that again. Irish whipping him off the ropes, but what the hell? Wait a minute, no! Flip him over just like that. And now, wait a minute, Squall already trying to go down, going for it with that spear. Can he connect it? Spear hits the target. Spear hits the target right there onto Jax. One. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count onto Jax. Squall realizing it's going to take more than that in order to keep him down. Super kick right onto Jax. Now looking to pick him up. Looking to go directly for... No! I was going to say Gunblade, but no. Wait a minute, no. Trifecta powerbombs denied. Oh, spear! Another spear! 2 spears in quick succession right onto Jax. One... and then a failed attempt at a powerbomb, and then another spear. Putting him down again. 1. Still only getting a 1 count. Still only getting a 1 count right onto Jax just like that. And continue to stomp him down. And now kicking at the back of Jax again. And now picking him up again. And now, wait a minute. Now, Squall setting him up. And now, wait a minute. Looking to pick him up. Putting him up again, looking to go for the Gunblade. And the Phantom Strike match to put him up into place. Gunblade. 1, 2. Barely getting the 1 count. That's barely getting the 2 count that time. Barely getting the 2 counts. And no. Double elbows right there onto Jax. So wait a minute. No, Jax picking up Squall, putting him into place with a gotcha grab slam. 1, 2, no! Squall kicking out just like that. And now Jax continuing to go to work and just pummel down on Squall at this point. He's already taken the brunt of the damage, and he's already taken quite a bit of damage for this opening minutes of the match. But Squall still being resilient, still fighting back as much as he possibly can. Picking him up again. And now putting him right into the corner now. And just what on earth does he have in store for Squall at this point? Picking him up and putting him up to the top of the rope now. No, Squall reversing it. And oh, wait a minute, no! Squall trying to pick him up, but Jax reversed that now. Irish whipping him onto the ropes, and no, an elbow drop right onto Squall. Squall getting hit to the back. And oh, wait a minute, what the hell does Jax have in store? Jax continuing to put the brazen assault right onto him, but no! Ducks out the way. That's Squall. Squall getting his second win in a sense up against Jax right here and now. And just brazenly hitting him down. And now, wait a minute. Elbow stomping him down. Off the ropes there. And a super kick. No! Super kick denied. Elbow no denied again. And now Irish whipping him off the ropes. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, hip toss. Hip tossing him down onto the mat there. And now Squall trying to wear down on Jax again. Trying to get him there. Setting him up for the third spear of the night, and a spear hits the target again! And now what on earth? Wait a minute, fall away slam! Hitting Jax right there and there! And now stomping him down again. No, wait a minute, Jax getting out the way, and now wait a minute, twisting Tiger suplex right there onto Squall. Squall kicking out though, dragging him away from the ropes. He has something in mind there. I think he has one more gotcha grab slam, setting him up. Wait a minute, no. Squall gets out the way, and a fourth spear right on to Jax. A fourth spear right onto Jax, just like that. But does he have the Gunblade? Can he put Jax away for another Gunblade here? And now setting up Jax right there and then. And now wait a minute. Gunblade! Gunblade putting Jax down for the count. Is that going to be it? And wait a minute, Squall eyeing him down again, dragging him away from the ropes. What does he have in mind? Oh, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. He's going to go for it again. He's going to go for it for a second time to make absolutely certain Jax is down. No! Squall, that may have just come to bite you in the ass, because he's setting him up for a gotcha grab slam. Setting him down. 1, 2, no! Squall kicks out again. But Jax isn't happy. He wants to make sure that Squall stays down. And with the beaten brazen assault right onto him, and no, wait a minute, leg sweep, sending Squall down. Oh, Jesus. Hard hitting closed fist right onto the skull of Squall that time. And oh, Squall getting sent off the ropes now. And oh, Jesus. Clotheslining him again. Clotheslining him one more time. And now, wait a minute. Twisting Tiger suplex again. And now, dragging him away from the ropes. Squall could be down and out if he hits this last one. If he hits that gotcha grab slam one more time right onto him, Squall. No, wait a minute, no, Squall getting out of it. Spear! Spear! The 5th spear of the night. The 5th spear of the match. The 5th spear onto Jax just like that. And now looking to put him away, this time with one more Gunblade. Is he going to be able to seal it right here and now? Picking him up with that Gunblade and connecting it down onto the mat. 1, 2, 3. And Squall Leonhardt putting in one hell of a win right here tonight over Jax. I mean, he had to pull out everything in multiple turns in order to keep him down. But the fact of the matter is, he managed to keep Jax down at the end of the day. So for all intents and purposes, he managed one hell of a win tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one hell of a victory for Squall going into the next few weeks. Because you know for a fact he's going to need all the wins he can possibly get. He's going to need all the momentum he can possibly get going into the next few weeks. Especially for what's at stake for him. And that's getting his Millennium title back. And making it clear for Midoriya Izuku, he's coming back to get that Millennium Championship and walk into another Grand Slam. This time with a championship over his shoulders. Speaking of the Millennium Champion though, here's Midoriya again, and he's eyeing down at Squall, and he's making a beeline right for the ring. And he's eyeing down at the Palam Soldier, and he's just running right into the ring. He's got that belt in hand, and he's blatantly telling Squall that in a few weeks' time, He may be the champion, but he's going to have the biggest proof of all that he deserves that belt. And Squall looking ready to give Midoriya the fight of a lifetime in a few weeks. Looking to give Midoriya the fight and the test of a lifetime going into the Grand Slam. And we all know that this is just going to be one hell of a battle of wills.